Our house is
Okay.
torn down now.
Well, I had gone over to the neighbors next door, and we were sitting on top of the piano. Was stuck there for 8 hours. But all of a sudden, I had to go to the bathroom.
Now the water, is the water up on the
The
piano?
water's already over the piano keys. I said, now Lucille, by gosh, I've got to go to the bathroom. That's all there is to it. I said, you're just going to have to turn your head. She said, well, all right. But she says, don't wet my wallpaper. The water was already over the piano keys. So, but I mean to tell you now, that piano seat gets mighty hard after sitting there for 8 hours.
Who was sitting on top of the step ladder?
No piano.
Dave Gabardi.
Dave, her son was
Yeah,
sitting
that
on the
was just
top.
before
That
you
was a
come in,
narrower
though.
seat than a piano, though.
Yeah, but he wasn't there that long either.
Oh.
But,
Yeah, well, we got
You couldn't go
pictures of the house and the window that you crawled
When you
through.
go out, you
Yeah.
go down, drop down so many steps, and it just.
The
deeper
water
and
was
deeper,
just
and
a
it was
little bit
already
over
down deep in the house.
the mantles in that house. That's how deep it was. And I remember going, and the telephone never did quit working. But after the water went down, I went out and sat down on my butt in the hall where the phone was, and leaned back against the wall, and then just put in new wall board. The whole daggone thing just folded down over the top of me.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
Just like in a cartoon.
Well,
Yeah.
and you'd thrown the wedding clothes, Mary's suit and yours up on top of a mattress, and the mattress
Well,
floated
that
or
was,
something?
yeah, that was at one
My
of the,
wedding was coming up
Yeah.
for July 4th, and this flood came 10 days before. See, it didn't get the Court Street house, but
She was married.
Mary's suit and stuff were thrown up, so I guess it
I
survived.
went
She
in
wore
there.
it.
I picked up out of the baby bed, had one of those can't
Well,
wet
you
mattresses
fixed
in
Kathy
it.
something for
And I
the-
picked it up out of there
something
and
for
put
the wedding.
crossways on the
Went down to
bed.
the post office
Then I went in the
that day,
wardrobe
you
and
was
picked up
getting
these
married.
clothes and
I
come out and I
reckon
piled
brought
them
it
on
home.
top of
I
the
thought sure you'd want that for the wedding.
mattress.
Yeah.
And when I went back in, the mattress had floated all over the place, but the clothes were still dry.
And something pink she made for the wedding. But Howard brought that
The
home.
refrigerator,
The wedding was on.
It picked my refrigerator up,
The mail carrier.
laid it right down on its back.
Courthouse. Or the
Man,
post office.
that water can handle stuff mighty easy. Didn't even break the eggs in the refrigerator.
I
So,
had
Wow.
company at my house during the flood. They brought her down. She had
The Connard family moved from Huntington
28,
in 28. They lived out on West 2nd Street, and Mary and Earl started dating when? 1930, what?
39,
39, and you were married in 40,
January of 40.
40, because
Right.
Bob was married in June. And
Connie was born in July of 41.
that's right.
Because people say we married in January and Connie was born in July, and Mary hastens to add that it was
A year and a half later.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
And then you moved to
Aliquippa.
Aliquippa during the war, and
Right.
came back and lived in Bob's house for a while,
Yeah.
till he came back from service. Then you went to Pratt Street. Then you went to Finleyville, because you got a good job with the
It's a new station.
gas company.
Yeah.
Oh,
Equitable.
Equitable Gas in Finleyville, Pennsylvania. So they went up there and lived in a rented house, and that's where I would take Pete and the kids to visit them in the rental house. If you weren't, maybe you weren't even born yet.
This was in 53. No.
53. He was in the
Yeah, in
process.
53 it went
Was
to
born in July. So then, but you remember the new house that they were in over on
Route 88.
Route 88 in
Yeah.
Finleyville, out from Finleyville.
Yeah, we built up there in 56.
After,
Well, that was
Part of the rock quarry
the
and.
road wasn't any good, so you had to go down to camp by boat.
That's right.
Have to get out there on the road, on the main highway. You couldn't just,
Didn't have no road, did we?
Where we parked.
you know.
And you went down a set of steps and you got on the boat. And you had to carry all your groceries down, and they had their picnic, what they were bringing for the potluck. And that's where the loaf, talking about loaf of bread.
That's where I dropped the loaf of bread in the river.
And Bob's telling the story how it was floating down the
But
river.
I wasn't there.
Oh,
Just
you heard the
hearsay.
story. Okay.
Well, while you're at it, Graham, go ahead and tell them about the time they come and rescued you from Petersburg when you was lost in Dolly Sods.
Oh, my heavens.
Oh, my heavens, she said, that
We
was
were,
73.
we always went up there every once a year.
years.
Yeah.
rented a cabin. And this time, we had made our mind we was going to Dolly Sods. That's a, well, it's a famous place, I mean, for around here. It's a wilderness. People get lost there. They get lost there, somebody every year, and sometimes they never find them.
Hunters, they'll find them the next year.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, we
You got some
we
newspapers?
decided we'd take a walk. My husband and me and the other couple that was with us, his wife. They were so slow they couldn't keep up. And I reckon I got vexed with them and I got ahead of them. And I got lost. And I wandered around in there for 8 hours by myself and there was no one hunting. They had the state police, they had the
Sure,
sheriff.
well, they have to do that.
Search party.
They had
Search party.
everybody looking for me.
And how did you feel about being lost?
Well, I just sat out on the stump and made up my mind down, Lord, if I'm supposed to get out, I am. And I looked down over a hill and it looked like there'd been a cutting stuff down there and I thought, well, there has to be something down there. And I went down and we got down to the bottom of the hill and then had to cross the creek, had to wade across the creek. But now I waded across that creek and come out on
Farther and
the other
farther away.
field, I could tell that I wasn't.
You're going the wrong way?
There'd be some cattle there because
Oh,
it's
okay.
fresh where the cattle had been. And pretty soon these two guys that was from the foresters hunting, they come down to where I was. And there I was. They thought they'd found me, but I was already on my way out, so they told me the highway, but it was about 1.5 miles up to the highway.
Did they bring a stretcher to carry you out, Graham?
They wanted to, and I said, I walked in here and I'm going to walk out. And I did.
You was damaged a little bit though, wasn't you?
No, just my feet scratched.
Oh, when I went down there the next, sometime later, she was sitting out there on the steps. Her legs were like this, her feet all
Yeah,
scratched.
I was scratched up all right.
Just boy, I mean to tell you,
And what was the date on the,
right there's a newspaper with the
It
date.
was August something.
August the 13th, 1969.
1969?
She was
Now,
sitting
now
there.
somebody has a birthday coming up soon.
What
Is that
day's
true?
your birthday?
Mom's birthday's the 12th, mine's the 20th.
Of September.
You'll be 99,
99 years old.
99 years
and
young.
you'll be
99 years.
80.
Oh my
Bob and I are the
goodness.
same age until the 20th of September.
Yeah, we're both 79.
At this place where I was lost, there's people that go in there hunting for different things and then get lost. Now,
That's wilderness of places.
Oh,
Yeah, they close it, you have to walk in the wintertime.
It's hard to believe, but the trees up on that ridge up there where the road is,
Yeah,
the limbs only grow on one side of the tree.
because the wind's so strong, it never stops blowing.
It was loud.
One side of that tree will look like a telephone pole, branches going out the other side.
But really,
It's like tundra.
That's what they call it, Canadian tundra.
Yeah, you gotta find out when the wind's strong enough.
but there's
trees can grow.
there's things that grow in there that they say that don't grow anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I investigated wildflowers.
You found out all you wanted.
Well, tell me,